Hello, welcome back to Dad's War Room. Today we'll be airbrushing the Sherman tanks. We'll be using Vallejo primer with Vallejo thinners at a 70-30 ratio. But while I'm laying down this base coat, let's talk about what these tanks actually are. First up, we've got the Sherman V. This is basically the American M4A4. Fun fact, the US Army actually hated using this tank. It had a weird engine configuration called the Chrysler Multibank, which was basically 5 car engines stapled together. It was a nightmare to maintain, so the Americans refused to use it in combat. But the British, we'll take anything. Our mechanics kept it running. So the Sherman V became the workhorse for the British, Canadian and Polish troops from D-Day onwards. Here's the turret. If you look at the barrel and then wait for the next barrel, you'll see the difference in them. So now I'm going to Vallejo US Olive Drab, Vallejo thinners at a 50-50 ratio. And next you'll see me spraying the Sherman Firefly. The standard 75mm gun on the Sherman V was great against infantry, but it would bounce right off the German Tiger, so the British took a standard Sherman and somehow shoved a massive 17-pounder anti-tank gun into the turret. It was such a tight squeeze that they had to make some serious modifications. If you look at the back of the turret, when that comes on, you'll see what was welded on, looks like a toolbox. It's in fact a radio box. So you had to move the radio from the turret into this box so they could fit the crew in. And if you look at the hull, the front of the hull, there's no bow machine gun. So that had to be removed to be replaced by 17-pounder armour. And another thing is the Germans used to target the Firefly because it had the longer barrel. So what they used to do is used to hard back in the bushes, running a group of 3 Sherman Vs and a Firefly. They'd hard back, and then when the Germans started attacking, they'd launch a surprise attack, an ambush, try and kill the Tigers. As you can see, look, the longer barrel and the extra box on the back were fitted with a radio. Actually found it quite good to be airbrushing. A couple of clogs, but not bad for my first go, I don't think. So yeah, that's that. Here's a picture of the Sherman V. And then here's a Sherman Firefly. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe.